Alright, you motherfuckers. Are you ready? Here we go. Alright, here we go, man. Lords of Salem, spoiler review. Rob Zombie's movie. I can't remember what number it is, 4 or 5. But we're going to get into it again, one take. So, this fucking movie right here is probably one of the most slow burn movies that I've ever watched. I want to say greatest, I didn't want to do that, but like, it's pretty dang freaking good. Like, let's see how long it takes for me to start cussing. But the cuss words are going to come because this movie's good. It's not bad at all, unlike some of the other movies that I've watched. This movie is not too bad. So, like, if you want an atmosphere and you want a Halloween type of feel of movie, this is the movie. Because whenever I watch this movie, it is straight up like Halloween season, the fall. We got the leaves falling on the ground. It's just the color of the sky is just great. I don't know what Rob fucking Zombie did for this movie to make it, the cinematography so fucking good, but it is amazing. I absolutely fucking love the cinematography in this movie. The fucking shots that he puts in this is like, there's one scene where there's a door, and then when you walk in that door, you're in a big cathedral. So it's like you're walking into a big ass church. But from the door, it's all small, but once you walk in, it's like, boom. So, I don't know. I don't understand how, like, some people maybe not like this movie, but this movie is probably one of Rob Zombie's greatest films. What he does with this, with the witches, like, so if you guys like witches, this movie is about witches, but it's not really about, oh, they're like, you know, Hocus Pocus, that movie, you know, it ain't, you know, with a big nose and warts on their face. This is not that type of witches. This is like real fucking witches. So, 1 second, guys. Alright, back into this motherfucker. Are you guys a motherfucker? If you are, hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up, because we are all motherfuckers. Take care of your kids. So, Heidi LaRock is her name, and she's a radio DJ with Jeff Daniel Phillips and Ken Foray, if I say his name right. And they are like a metal radio DJs. So, like, I don't know where you live, but radio still fucking exists. It's kind of weird, but like, those motherfuckers are probably trying to make money. So, you got a rock station. La Rock is her name. So, and they put on a show every night. It looks like it's a, you know, an evening show, because when she gets out of work, she goes home and it's at dark. So, how Rob Zombie does film this movie at the beginning is, it's pretty good. You get right into the characters. They're laughing. They're kind of joking on the radio. They're calling bullshit out on some of the metal or satanic music that's coming out. I mean, they're just kind of making fun, but they still like it. So, you're going to go from them at the radio station where Heidi gets a record that's shipped to her only. But what's so strange about it, it's shipped to her personal name, Heidi Hawthorne, not Heidi LaRock. I may be missing this a little bit, but don't kill me on it. So, 2 different names, and she was kind of like wondering, like, how did I get my first name right? You know, and they did. So, so it's called the Lords. is the record. And then so she goes back home with Jeff Daniel Phillips, which is kind of a love interest. Maybe they had something going on in between the time that like we didn't see the movie like previous. But you totally can see that like you know, Jeff Daniel Phillips is pretty much in love with Sherry Moon in this movie. It does work. It works out really good. So they go back home and they're, you know, having fun, listening to music, and then he's like, oh, let's put this fucking track on this record. And it's actually a record. It's not like a CD or something from an MP3 player, fucking something you can download. So he fucking tries to put it on, and then like the needle just moves like this and it won't fucking play. And then Heidi's just like, fuck, man, what are you doing? You're fucking up my needle. And so she walks over and she grabs it and she puts it on the first track, and it works perfectly. So like it almost took like Heidi to fucking play it herself for this ritual to work. Like, if anybody else tried to play it, it wouldn't work. So it takes up to Heidi to fucking do it. And I don't know, at this time, she's, you know, whatever, this dead sound, she says. Like, there's dead sound. She's like, what do you mean dead sound? There's no music on the fucking, there's no music going on. So it's kind of like fucking, you know, dead sound on the fucking radio station. I like KSOP country, so like, you know, but I don't listen to that shit anymore. I only listen to fucking Texas country. But that's a different story. We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about fucking the Lords of fucking Salem. Right there. So, I'm going to fucking tell you one thing. If you guys like a Halloween type of film movie, not like Halloween Michael Myers, but like the autumn, the fall, where leaves are falling, everything's changing colors, this fucking movie hits it right on the point. Every time I watch this movie, I feel like I'm like back in like October or something. It is fucking great. So, there's my eyes, guys. See them? So, where the fuck are we at? I always fucking talk way too much about this shit. I ain't even gotten into the fucking movie. So, here we go. Heidi Hawthorne gets that damn record and she plays it, and then she kind of goes into a seance, almost like a weird state of mind, and then she's like, turn that off, man, it's giving me a headache. So we know something's going on. All these, okay, then it goes into her being in her apartment. She has a dog, and then she has the landlord lady that lives downstairs. So like, you guys got to think like this apartment is like one building, and there's multiple floors, and there's multiple occupants in it. So a lot of different apartments. Where she lives is somewhere, I don't know, close to the top, I don't know. But there's a hallway. In that hallway, there's a door. And at that door is another apartment. But that fucking place has been evaded. There's nobody there. So, she walks up on stairs and she sees Meg Ryan, the actress's name, and walks like back into it. And she's like, hey, hi, I'm glad you rented a new apartment. But then she shuts the door and she's like, oh, that was kind of fucking rude. So she goes down and talks to the landlady and is like, oh, I see you rented out old Dretrid number 5. That's what it is. And she's like, no one lives there yet. She's like, I just saw the fucking lieutenant. And she's like, no one lives there. So that kind of goes off into like, when I first watched this movie, it was more like, hey, what's going on with this? And then like the landlady, and then the landlady has a couple friends come over one night, and they're over there drinking some wine, and then Heidi comes in from work. They said it was late. Fucking Heidi's like, you know, I gotta go, you know, I just want to go to bed, pretty much. And like, they're like, no, why don't you come down and talk with us? She's like, okay, I gotta take my dog for a walk anyway, so I'll do that. So she comes back, and the ladies in there are talking to him, and like, what these okay, spoiler, these motherfuckers are the witches, okay? These are witches, and they know who Heidi Hawthorne is. Heidi doesn't know it at this time. She doesn't know that she's part of the bloodline. Nope. But she is. And these fucking bitches, witches, they want to, you know, put her towards the right track to Satan. So, they're going to do that. Whatever they can. This movie has some little crazy, like after that scene, she goes back to her apartment, and there's like some panning scenes with Rob Zombie where he's going like this, and like you see Meg Ryan the witch, right? And then you see like some weird stuff. But that's it. But see, that's what I'm talking about. This fucking movie is fucking so good because of the slow burn, and you watch all these other scenes, like how they fucking play out, and it makes sense. And it's almost like it's a build-up to what's fucking coming. She doesn't know what the fuck's going on, and all of a sudden, she's just like, she's an like heroin addict, so she's maybe thinking she's losing her mind. Like, she's been clean, maybe she's losing her mind. So she fucking goes and you know, buys some drugs, you know, just because she's fucking seeing things. Alright. Back. Okay. Before all that, she goes and to the church. And she talks to the priest. And the fucking priest is telling her everything right, what you need to say to somebody that's like having a hard time. And he's talking to her, but then all of a sudden, boom, like she like trips out, like goes into like a different state of mind, and she starts hallucinating, and the priest says you're a fucking filthy whore and something about the devil, and grabs her head and does that with her. And then she's like doing that, and he's like, oh, and all his blood comes out. Fucking really weird scene. I honestly don't know why. I think I like it, but it's a little bit over the top. Kind of with some of Rob Zombie's dialogue and how he does things. This kind of fucking was one of those Rob Zombie fucking, you know, scenes. But it turns out to be pretty good, because like then she like comes back normal, and the priest is like totally normal, like a real priest. So none of that really happened. She goes outside, and a figure starts fucking walking towards her. And then once it gets closer, it has this like crazy, like weird face. Pretty much like a white face with eyes, and like so those are like the little scares. This movie isn't like a fucking scary movie. It is more like a, like I said, a slow burn. There's some horror elements into it, but not really too much. It's something that you need to sit back and tunnel vision and watch it. So, because by the time she leaves the fucking church, she's losing her fucking mind. She's trying to go to work and fucking do the radio DJ shit, but fucking it's not really working out very good. Jeff Daniel Phillips, the love interest, is really worried about her. Ken Foree, he's really worried about her. Alright, man. Beer break. I need a beer, man. I'm talking too much. Okay. So she leaves the fucking church and goes home. She doesn't feel well. She ends up actually relapsing and go buy some heroin because she's losing her mind. And then she's on heroin. But it doesn't really... It's like 5 minutes a shot. You know, it ain't like the whole fucking movie. So, St. Raven. She's like out of it. The Lords of Salem are coming to do a one-show concert. And so, I kind of skipped over that a little bit, but... So the Lords are going to come, and they have all the tickets at the radio station, right? So there you go. So they're gonna come, and by the time this point happens, she's already like been seeing a bunch of things. What is fucking going on with her? Why is Meg Ryan's character like constantly over her? We don't really know until the third act, and the third act fucking tells you everything, but then it leaves some stuff open. So the third act's gonna go down like this. So there's the concert that I told you about. And there's a lot of females around Salem that get hypnotized, get headaches when they hear that song that was given to the radio station, the Lords of Salem. So when all these girls, you know, they hear this music, they kind of go into a trance, and then they like this fucking freeze up, and then, I mean, that's all it shows. So it's kind of telling you, like, the music is changing their mind. So it's like making them go like a little bit crazy. Alright, let's get into the male actor. I'm gonna get his name real quick, so 1 sec. Okay, his name is Bruce Davison, and he fucking kills it, dude. I wish I could see you in more movies, man. You have a Mexican wife, smokes weed in the fucking bathtub, and she knows how to fucking read music. And so he got the music from the Lords of Salem, that song, and they're like, so the song that came on that the Lords gave him, he found a book written about, you know, what happened with Meg Ryan's character. Can't think of her name right now, but there was some notes in this document, this paper, this book that was from the, you know, the witch trials, and it's the same exact notes that fucking play in the song that the Lord sent Heidi and the radio station. So he's figuring this shit out, right? He's investigating this. So we got an investigator on top of what's going on with Sherry Moon's performance. So this motherfucker, you know, he figures shit out. Like, he goes and talks to the actual, you know, publisher of the book and tells them about, you know, what happened with the Salem witch trials, how Meg Ryan's character curses the family bloodline of, like, the priest, whoever, you know, executioner that burnt her at the stake. So we got it, you know, they do burn at the stake. Right there. But that's back in time. That's a flashback scene. So, and that's Heidi. This character right there isn't nothing really. It's just stupid. That guy's kind of dumb. But, so, where the fuck are we at? So, you know, the book writer, he figures out that Heidi, his last name is Hawthorne, and she is a bloodline from the priest or executioner from the 1800s or whatever, when, you know, they killed that coven of witches. When they show all the coven of witches, is great, you know? I mean, like, he really fucking puts on a show. Like, fucking witches dancing around the fire. They're naked. I mean, they're not, like, cute, you know? I mean, they're fucking witches, and they're all dancing around the fire, like, killing babies. It's just, it's fucking really shows you, like, what it would have been like back in that time. And he does a really good job on this. And, like, this movie isn't, like, fucking crazy expensive to make. So that's what's so good about fucking movies that are cheaper. They can make a movie that is really good and looks really awesome and expensive for a little bit of money. And then you got motherfuckers spending like fucking $100 million on a movie and it looks like shit. It's fucking funny, dude. Give the fans what they want. You don't need fucking all this crazy shit. We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about fucking the end of this goddamn movie. Sorry. So, here we go. We're pretty much at the conclusion, because I told you. So, Heidi's going crazy. She's in their fucking apartment. There's fucking motherfucking 3 witches downstairs that are fucking leading her to Satan. And that's what they do. They fucking lead her to fucking Satan. And then fucking, when she goes into this fucking cathedral, it's like, all sorts of weird fucking shit happens. Rob Zombie shit. Like, guys, like, with masked fucking jerking off with black cocks, like what? And then and then Satan is like a little tiny guy, and he looks fucking he's all red and he's all fucking weird. And apparently, you know, if you watch like the commentary, that's what Rob Zombie says, like, you know, that Satan's in his mind, it's like that guy. So I don't know, it works for me. Like, that third act is so crazy. So it's really fast, though. Like I'm saying, it's so crazy, but it's so fast. It's only like 15 minutes, maybe 10. It goes like that. Otis! Shut the fuck up! Fuck me? Oh, fuck you! Sorry. Otis was not liking my review, apparently. What? Fuck you! Fuck me? No, fuck you. Alright, sorry about that. So, we're in the third act. All sorts of crazy shit's going down in the cathedral. She's gonna get fucking the seed of fucking Satan put in her. They don't show it, like the penetration or anything like that, but what they do show is the birth. And when this fucking, like, so she pretty much gives birth to this fucking baby really, really fast. It ain't a 9-month fucking term. It's like, bam, there you go. And it comes out all squiggly like, and it's kind of gross. Pretty gross. And then, okay, alright. So, the concert. So, everyone's going in to the concert, right? But it's all like, it's just like I guess this part of the movie people might fucking bitch about, but like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just the girls, like girls that were possessed or in a trance from the song that came out on the radio that I talked about earlier. It's like they kind of are like, when they hear that tune, they're possessed. And so they go, like, all the girls go there. And then Heidi goes there with, you know, Jeff Daniel Phillips. And then Ken Foree shows up, and they're going to walk into the auditorium. And she's just like, sorry, I got to go. And then she shuts the door. And he's like, what? What are you doing? I love you. He left. She left him, and then, fuck, man. She goes in there, and that's when all this shit happens that I talked about before. But, like, the end of the movie, everyone in the auditorium, all the girls are dead. They all die. And Hawthorne, Sherry Moon Zombie's character, is kind of like standing, and she looks like Saint Mary. You know, she's just like almost a statue. Where the fuck does it go from there? Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, and that's how it ends. So, she birthed Satan's son on earth, and those witches, Meg Ryan's character, took it away. Oh my god, Meg Ryan fucking kills it in this fucking movie. You guys gotta watch it, man. Like, she's so fucking crazy. Again, you probably haven't watched this all the way to the end of my review, but if you do, watch it with subtitles on. Watch this movie with subtitles on. There's so much crazy fucking shit that's going on in the background that you don't hear unless you have it cranked up to fucking 10, 11, and then motherfuckers, you have no kids and you're not waking them up. Like, it's really the only way that you can hear what the fuck she's saying. That's why I put that shit on fucking, you know, closed caption. So, my ranking. Okay, we got to the end of it. Like I said, Heidi dies. Satan's sons on earth now. We don't know what's going to go on. I mean, it was just the craziest slow burn. The atmosphere in this fucking movie is 100% fucking good. Love it so much. So, I will give this movie a 4 out of 5. A 9 out of 10. 1 point less from being trapped on the line. 1 point less of fucking whatever. This fucking movie is great. I fucking love to watch it. I love to sit back in my chair and you can fucking, oh, the atmosphere, the Halloween feel of it is so fucking good. The fucking shots in the hallway of the fucking, where she lives in her apartment is so fucking good, dude. Damn, Rob Zombie. Fuck. You seem to amaze me with other people fucking think that you're dumb. It's retarded. They fucking... I'm sorry, I never use that word again. But it's stupid. You guys need to fucking sit back and realize what a fucking genius this guy is fucking doing. Like, these are great fucking films. 50 years from now, when he's dead, people are going to be like, this is fucking Stanley Kubrick fucking The Shining. That's what I feel about this fucking movie. The movie's fucking great. It's not as long as that is fucking perfect. I should have gave it a 5. But I love this movie. If you guys love it too, and if you are a motherfucker like me and take care of my wife, give me a subscribe and hit the fucking thumbs up button. Love y'all. Bye.